Hey there, Jessica Peterson here. Earlier I spoke with Jocelyn and she accepted this free video on your behalf, and I'm super excited she did because today I'm about to give you 3 strategies that is going to make a huge difference for your business, and I know that it will because I've used the same strategy with over 50 other businesses just like yours across the US, and it's made a huge difference. Currently, you're not getting any real traffic to your website every month, which means you're missing 60 to 70% of your jobs by not having these strategies in place. Okay, so today we're going to talk 3 main things. We're going to talk about your content keyword strategy, we're going to talk about citations, and then your backlinks. Okay, so here we are on your website. You have a good looking website. You have all the basic fundamentals here. Let's see. We do need this to be a click to call. Google has gone to mobile first, which means everything has to be mobile ready. Click to call phone numbers, good mobile menus, visibility, and all that. Okay, so definitely must have click to call phone numbers here. Now, when it comes to ranking, Google ranks based on content, and content is key. So with content, we need separate pages for every single service that we offer. And so if you're doing water and fire or different things like that, all of those need their own pages. And that's going to allow you to focus on your local keywords for that specific service in your area. Okay, this is a requirement by Google because Google wants you to focus only on one service per page and focus around all the questions, everything about that service that's going to help your customers. Okay, so every single page needs to do that with their own local keywords. So in addition to those pages, having separate service area pages for each service is also really good to have. Now, when we talk content can come in different forms. It can be videos, it can be images, and with images, we want to make sure every single one on your website is optimized. So right here, you just see DR truck. That is not an optimized image. You want all images to be optimized with local buyer intent keywords. Those are the keywords people are actually searching to get help for the services that they need. 99% of the time, they don't know who you are, so they're not going to be searching your brand as disaster recovery. They're going to be searching the services that they need. So it's going to be Gillette water damage restoration Gillette. And so all of your service pages and your homepage all need to be focused around that local keyword. Your homepage here is the most critical page of the entire website because it ties all of these other pages you have together. It's like a nice pretty bow that helps Google understand what everything is about. Okay, so this page is critical. It needs to be a summary of all your major services. Again, focus on that local keyword. And you need at least 1,500 words or more of content on this homepage. If your competition has 1,500 words, you need more than they do. So you're going to want 1,800 or even 2,000 words on this homepage. I love that you do have these service area pages. That's great. But again, you want to focus on the local keywords and have them for each service. So that's going to allow you to focus on water damage in Buffalo and Newcastle and Upton. So each of those pages are specific for one area and that service. Okay. So that's going to be really critical for you guys to ensure that you're actually getting found for all the services you offer in each of the areas you offer it. Okay. Now, so what Google does is it sends a crawler, which are like little mini robots, and it scans your entire website, and it looks through all your images, videos, and all of this written content here to understand what it is you do, the services you offer, and where. And so if your content's not built out the right way, it doesn't have the right type of content and keyword structure, Google doesn't quite understand what you're doing or what customers you need, so it's impossible for them to send them to your website. So having the right type of content and keywords dialed in is absolutely critical for you, okay? Now, if we look at the top water damage company in Gillette here, we do come up with ServPro, and yes, they are a franchise, but they are very beatable. You don't have to compete against the entire franchise, just this Gillette Sheridan location, and they only manage a couple zip codes. And unfortunately, they're given these templated websites where they are not allowed to do much with it. And so all you have to do is better than they're doing. That means more content, better quality content, and a keyword strategy. And so more pages, more blogs, all of those things are going to be helpful to help you outrank these guys. But it's very, very doable, okay? Now, when we go, when your customers do a search, they do a search something like this. And when they do, we want it to be your website that's showing up. And there's 3 main spots on the first page of Google that can happen, okay? The first is generally going to be your ads, and those could be cost per click ads and local service ads. And those can be really profitable as long as you have all the foundations and everything dialed in really well. If not, then the ROI is kind of low. We should focus on these other areas because this is where the bulk of the searches go. This section here, this is your Google Business Profile, the Google Map Pack, okay? You guys are here in the top 3 for the specific search, so that's awesome. We want to make sure that you are for all of your services and where you service, because 30% of people come right here to this map pack and don't go anywhere else. So if you're not one of these top 3 companies, you're losing 30% of your revenue and sending those jobs to your competitors every month. So if you find that you're not in this position, then you need to go out and get more citations. And citations are simply listing the name of your business, your address, your phone number, and your website, and putting those in a bunch of directories like the Yellow Pages, Better Business Bureau, Yelp, Angie's, Glassdoor. All of those are great citations. And the more of those citations you get, the better. Always want more than our competitors. And every single citation is sending additional information to Google, telling Google about your business, the services you offer, and where you do them, okay? And then this third section here is even more important. This is your organic section, and actually it started above here, which is very rare. It actually started up here with ServPro. Usually it's below the map. Sometimes you'll see them above, but the organic section is the most important section because 60 to 70% of people go straight to the organics and they will skip over the ads, they'll skip over the maps, and they'll come here. So if you're not one of the top organic websites that are showing here, then you're losing 60 to 70% of jobs every single month. So in order to show up here, it all comes back down to the foundation of this website being properly built and optimized with the right content and keyword strategy, and then supporting that with your backlink SEOs. Now, this is a paid program we use called Ahrefs, and it tells us how your website is performing. And we can see here you guys have a rating of a 4.4 out of 100 in Google's Trust Flow, which means Google doesn't really trust your website yet. And that's partly because of the quality of the content on the website, but more so the power you send to the website. And we send power to our websites with backlinks. So we do need a lot of backlinks, but and we need more than our competitors, and we need to be sending them every month so we can keep sending power to our website. But not all backlinks are created equal. This is a popularity contest. You have over 100 backlinks and a 4.4 score, which tell us we have quite a bit in here that are kind of junky, spammy, that aren't helping you. So we only want good quality do follow backlinks. We could always try to go out and get backlinks from big places like Pizza Hut and Burger King because they're high ranking, high brand services. But because you don't serve food, those backlinks don't help you. They actually are more spam for you. So we need to focus on related type of backlinks. So we want good quality do follow backlinks from other websites of other home service businesses like plumbers and roofers and things like that. Even vendors and magazines that are related. All of those types of backlinks will give you more authority, which will increase your score, which helps Google promote your website higher and helps you to rank your keywords. Now, you've only been indexed for 6 keywords, and like I said, you only get 5 people to your website per month, so you're missing out on 60 to 70% of the potential jobs every single month. Now, if we look at your competitor, they have a rating of a 5. Surprisingly, they are actually throwing backlinks at it, which isn't going to help them. But because their website is so powerful, even though they're not showing up here, they got 5 here, and they're not really showing any organic traffic, they are still up here at the top just because of the weight of that website, how much power that website has. So by actually going through the process, doing these strategies, you have the ability to push these guys down and actually outrank them. So it is absolutely possible, but you do need to employ the strategies that I have just shown you. And when you do, you have the opportunity to dominate in your area. So please feel free to take this information, run with it, apply it today, and start driving that traffic and helping more people. But if you decide you'd rather focus on what you do best, you'd rather have a partner in growth, at Peterson SEO, this is what we do. This is our specialty. And we specialize in working with restoration companies just like you guys. So please feel free to reach out, ask questions, respond to my email, or give us a call, and we would be happy to chat. And I'd also love it if you could send me your feedback on what you thought of this video so I can continue to make them better. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you soon.